This is Conan Altatis, and this is my quick talk show where I get to quickly talk about the things that I love to talk about, such as mixed martial arts. This is our second episode, and for today, we will quickly talk to a former One Championship champion who trains at Team Lakay, which believes that champions are not born, they are made. But before we quickly talk to him, let me give some quick facts about him. He is a proud Igorot, just like me. He is a licensed secondary education teacher, just like me. The difference is, well, of course, he is an MMA fighter. I'm not. He's a former champion. I'm not. He has a master's degree. I don't. He started his training in kickboxing at the age of 14, and he eventually became a wushu scholar at the University of the Cordilleras in Baguio City, where he obtained his bachelor's degree in secondary education and master's degree in physical education. He has a son nicknamed Cage, which stands for Castiel Achilles Gerard Eustaquio. He is the fighter who we call the King of Rematch in One Championship. He fought Anatpong Bunrad of Thailand twice, Tony Taura of Finland twice, Kairat Akhtimov of Kazakhstan twice, and the reigning one flyweight world champion Adriano Moraes of Brazil 3 times. GEJE himself held the interim one flyweight world championship title from January 26, 2018 to June 23, 2018. Then he became the one flyweight world champion from June 23, 2018 to January 25, 2019. Now he holds a professional MMA record of 13 wins and 8 losses. So now let's quickly talk to the champ, GEJE Eustaquio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Champ, I'll just three quick questions. I'll go straight ahead with the first one. How did this quarantine caused by this new coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic affect you as an MMA fighter?
Uh, this COVID-19 gives a lot of impact, most especially in my part as a martial artist. For the past months, I stay home and make sure to keep the social distancing. It has a lot of effect in my martial arts career because most of the time I cannot really go to the gym and train. I really miss the gym so much. Uh, Most of the time I go outside workouts or home workouts right now. But the good thing is I have much time with my family and make me realize that life is beautiful at the end of the day.
Once this quarantine is lifted, what are the first things that you will do?
After this COVID-19 home quarantine, I have to immediately go back to the gym and train. And of course, I have to meet my friends, make sure everybody is fine, and get back to reality.
Champ, how do you assess how the Philippine government is handling this situation?
The Philippine government is taking good care of this COVID-19 on the highest level. It's good thing that we have a very strong president, which is President Duterte. He imposes his will to all the Filipinos and make sure that we will not spread the virus. And I would like also to commend the great mayor of our city, Mayor Benjamin Magalong, for his intensive approach into controlling the spread of this coronavirus. He's really very good in dealing with this kind of stuff, and I can see a lot of help from different companies in the Philippines. We always make sure that we have this what we call bayanihan. We We hold hands together, we help one another, and the spirit of bayanihan is still within the Filipino people. And I think with God, Philippines will overcome this virus.
All right, thank you so much for your time, champ. I would really love to physically interview you after this pandemic. Let's do it in the Team Lakay gym, the original Team Lakay gym, just like we did in 2017. Thank you so much.
We heal as one, as they say. We heal as one. Thank you very much.
Before I go, let me share to you how I met GEJE for the first time. So the very first MMA fighter that I've ever met and talked to, the man who introduced me to MMA was Mark Mugen Strigo. I met him in 2016. Then I started writing about MMA in early 2017. The very first, MMA event that I've ever watched in person was one Kings of Destiny, I believe that's the title. It's a one championship event that took place at the SM Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City, Metro Manila, Philippines on April 21, 2017. There were 5 Team Lakay fighters on the card. Edward Flayan, Kevin Bilingon, Honorio Banario, Gina Inyong, and Danny Kingad. At the time, I thought they were the only Team Lakay fighters. Yeah, my bad. I didn't do my research. So at the time, people here in Manila who knew that I am from Baguio and I'm Igorot would say, you're from Baguio, Conan, you're Igorot. Do you know the Team Lakay fighters? Do they know you? And I would say I actually don't know them in personally, and they definitely don't know me either. So I decided to go back home, go to Baguio, and introduce myself to the Team Lakay people. So I spent, I think, 2 to 3 weeks in Baguio. So I went to the Team Lakay gym. Again, my fault. I did not inform them beforehand. I just went there. It was 10-ish in the morning, and I could see through the glass door. There was only one person in the gym. It was a guy wearing shorts, and he was all sweaty. Apparently he is taking a rest from a workout. And then he noticed me at the door and introduced myself. I would normally speak in Filipino or Tagalog, Ilocano or Kankanae, but at the time, I don't know, I introduced myself in English. I said, "Hi, good morning, I am Conan Altatis. I am an Igorot journalist. I'm looking for Mr. Mark Sanyao," who at the time wasn't there. So the guy gave me Sir Mark Sangao's number. And then eventually I met the Team Lakay people. I attended their events. Then I realized the man, the very first person I met at the gym was GEJE Eustaquio. It's very embarrassing that I didn't know who he was at the time. Really embarrassing. And there were more embarrassing things that happened there, but okay, one of the embarrassing things was, so I interviewed Danny King at the Team Lakay gym. So he was the only guy that I knew at the time. There were several people there, but he was the only person that I knew. So of course he was the only person that I talked to. And then I let my brother, who happens to be an MMA fan as well, I let him watch the videos that we took from the interview with Danny Kingad, and he said, while watching the video, he said, "That's Joshua Pasho, that's this fighter, that's this fighter." It's really embarrassing that Joshua Pasho was at that gym when I interviewed Danny Kingad, but I did not talk to him at all because I did not know him at all. Speaking of Joshua Pascio, Joshua Pascio, Joshua Pascio, Joshua Pascio. Embarrassing. I didn't do my homework at the time, but eventually, of course, I met all of them, all of the Team Lakay fighters, one by one. I have interviewed all of them already. I know all of them already. They all know me already, at least by face. So there, that's how all it started. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I am very excited to meet all of them again and watch all of them again fight in one championship. The Team Lakay guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for the third episode. I'm going to quickly talk to another one championship fighter all the way from the Netherlands, Peter the Archangel Baust. Thank you so much. Ciao.